Hi friends, welcome to Lesley's Living Room. I have another story for you about rainbow fish. This one's called Rainbow Fish in the Big Blue Well by Marcus Pfister. Now remember, I'm going to read the story first and then I'll turn the pictures around for you to see. So please be patient. Are you ready to read? Awesome. All right, shh, turn your listening ears on. Turn up the volume. Let's read. A long way out in the deep blue sea, Rainbow Fish and his friends swam happily through the reef. Each of them had a glittering silver scale, except for the one little striped fish, but he belonged to the group anyway. When the fish were hungry, they ate tiny krill. There seemed to be an endless supply of the delicious shrimp. Rainbow Fish only needed to glide gently through the water with his mouth wide open to catch as many as he wanted. It was a wonderful life. One day, a gentle old whale swam by the reef and decided to stay. He liked the spot, and since he too ate the krill that was so plentiful there, he enjoyed being around the glittering fish. Often he drifted along, watching them for hours, admiring their beautiful silvery scales. Before long, the fish with the jagged fins noticed he was watching them. "Why is he looking at us like that?" he asked the others. He was in a particularly bad mood that day. "See how he's staring at us?" he went on irritably. "Who knows what he's thinking?" You see the fish with the jagged scales right here? Yep. After that, all the fish grew more and more suspicious of the whale. "Look at that giant mouth," said one. "Soon all the krill will be all gone." Rainbow Fish began to worry, and until now, the fish had always been able to eat their fill. What if he did eat up all the krill? And why did he keep staring at them? Was he planning to eat them too? One day, the whale swam quiet near the school of glittery fish. Panicked, the fish with the jagged fins sounded the alarm. "Look!" he called. "The wicked whale is after us!" And then when the whale heard that, he was hurt at first, but soon he became very angry. "I'll show them," he thought. "I'll teach them a lesson." So the great blue whale shot into the middle of the school and lashed with his gigantic tail, sweeping the sparkling fish in all directions. Why do you think he did that? Yeah, I think he got his feelings hurt. But is that the way he should have handled it? I don't think so. Let's think about that. You think of some other ways that would be better to handle that situation. And later, maybe you can tell me when we come back to school. The terrified fish fled, racing towards the crack in the reef for safety. But the whale didn't leave them alone. He followed Rainbow Fish and his friends all the way back to their cave. The blue whale swam back and forth, casting sinister glances at the little fish. They were trapped. "I told you that whale was dangerous," whispered the fish with the jagged fins. "We have to watch out for him." After a while, the whale calmed down, and he made one last pass, and then he disappeared behind the reef. Nervous but driven by hunger, the fish cautiously left their cave and swam off in search of food. But the battle with the whale had left its mark. All the krill had been driven off. "This is silly," declared Rainbow Fish. "Before we were playing happily in the sea. Now we hide in terror in our cave. Before there was always enough food for everyone. Now we have nothing. We must make peace with the whale." The other fish were all too afraid to approach the whale. It was up to Rainbow Fish. The whale stared at Rainbow Fish suspiciously. "Please, let's talk," said Rainbow Fish. "This fight was a big mistake. It drove off all the krill, and now we're all hungry." The two talked for a long while. The whale told the Rainbow Fish how hurt and angry their hostile words had made him. "I never meant to harm you," said the whale. "Just scare you a little." The Rainbow Fish was ashamed. "I'm sorry," he said, "but when we saw you watching us all the time, we were afraid you might eat us." The whale looked surprised. I watched you only because your shining scales are so pretty," he said, and they both laughed. "Come on," said the whale, "let's find new hunting grounds." So Rainbow Fish and his friends, protected by their new friend, the big blue whale, swam off together in search of a new home rich with krill, and before long, none of them could remember what the terrible fight had been about. The end. I hope you enjoyed this story too. I love this story. I love all the big blue fish, the rainbow fish stories. And don't forget to wash your hands front, back, back, in between, front, back, in between. Don't forget to wash those thumbs. Don't forget to wash those fingernails. Don't forget to wash under any jewelry that you have. And do that for 20 seconds. You can sing happy birthday 2 times through. You can count to 20. You can find some songs on the internet, at least have your parents find some songs on the internet that are 20 seconds long just to wash your hands by. There's lots of them out there. And then if you have to cough or sneeze into your elbow, and if you don't have long sleeves, make sure you wash that with soap and water too, so you don't spread any germs. And if you have to blow your nose, you feel that yucky stuff below your nose, take your tissue, blow your nose, wipe it. And don't forget to wash your hands front, back, in between. Said front, back, in between. Don't forget under the jewelry. Don't forget under the jewelry. Don't forget the thumbs, the fingernails. And I hope that you stay healthy and safe, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.